Okay, here's how to make a simple pair of wire hoop earrings using just things that you might have at your home. You might have to buy a few things from a jewelry shop, but they do have them in hobby stores also. You'll need some round nose pliers, and I'm going to use a couple of different hammers, but something that you could get at a hardware store but you'd have to figure out a way to shine it is a ball peen hammer. It's okay. And just something round to bend the wire around. So this is 20 gauge silver, and I want to make an earring about this size, so I'll wind it up about like this, and the spring's bigger, and that's a nice size. I'll give it about maybe 3/8 of an inch overlap. I'll cut it about right there. And if you wanted to be exact, you could unroll that and then measure another one out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it at a different step. So I wind it up. This is just around a marker. Anything that's round and gives you the size that you want. And I could even take this one if I want to be exact. I could just set that one up next to it. Cut it out about right there. I don't care if it's a millimeter off or more, it just won't show. So those are pretty much the same size. Now, this takes a little practice, but you just use your round nose pliers, make an eyelet on one side, bend it back that way, and then you bend the eyelet up slightly like that, and then you bend this, what we call the stem side, up a little bit like this. So that's kind of on the large side, size of a hoop, look nice in the air. Then do the same thing without talking about it on this one. So we sell most hoops just like this, and some like to decorate them a little bit, and so I'll show you how you could put a bit of a decoration on these with the big ball peen hammer. So I support it with my fingers on the far side, and then I work it around evenly, and then where I want it wider, I hit it a little harder. And now I'll put a smaller peen pattern on it with this small ball peen hammer. It doesn't have to look like this, it can be just like the bigger one, but just smaller, polished up. Then I'll put a little peen pattern on it. I kind of go on the edge so it has kind of a scalloped look. And then it's a little bit out of round, so I shape it a little bit with my fingers. And do it on the other one. You have to put your thumb and forefinger on this side. If you held it like this, then the roundness wouldn't stay, it would start to go oblong or misshapen. So you keep it supported with your thumb and forefinger, and then you evenly place the pins going around the edges and on top, so you have a nice pattern that you like. And since you're doing this at home and by hand, I would say that you should just use a buff cloth instead of like a buffing wheel, a motorized buffing wheel, because you can get a good shine on these just with using the little cloth. And these little Hoops by Hand cloths work very well to shine them up. They're reusable. So even though they get a little, even get smudges on them, they still do a good job. I don't think I've ever thrown one of these away.